teams do not like the fun map.
Yeah.
Consulate's off the board alongside Cafe. I like being taken away, but yeah, that theme park ban. That theme park ban hurts my heart every time. Villa. Yep.
Villa is
excited for that one.
My least favorite map in the entire pool. So, we'll make the best of it. Villa tends to be, at least at this level of play, still a pretty defender-sided map. 4-2 is nothing out of the realm of possibility, though with higher skilled teams, we see it start to become more attacker-sided as teams have pretty much figured out how to take AVG, and some teams are just kind of over-reliant on it. You see how Homeless and 4 Elements stack up against each other as we head right into the game. It's going to be 4 Elements starting on what is typically considered the more advantageous side.
Yep. 4 Elements, like you said. It's very iffy. I've seen games go very attacker-sided, even at T3 level. And I've seen games go very defender-sided. And even recently in Pro League, we've seen Villas go very defender-sided. I believe BDS and G2 played a very defender-heavy Villa during the August Major. So, it's not out of the realm of possibility that this map is just going to go whichever way it appears. I just pray that we don't have to cast a Closet Hold, where the team decides that they want to attack into the Closet Hold.
I mean, now that you said that, it's going to happen. But Thatcher Thermite is going to be the bans. Interesting that they're banning out Thermite as the hard breacher and not Maverick or Hibana, who typically see a lot more use. Usually the only reason you'll ever see the Thermite is because either Hibana or Maverick is banned. Every single wall, or nearly every single wall that's breachable by the Thermite that you're going to go for is impact trickable. So it's really hard to get those in. Again, Thermite is just way more easily denied on Villa, plus the fact that every single floor is destructible, and you got to get up close and personal with those walls, whereas with the Hibana, you can be a little more unpredictable. You can breach from range, you can avoid the impact tricks and stuff like that. Maverick, it's even, it's easier to flush people off the impact trick positions and the like, so it's very interesting that they decided to ban Thermite out of all things, and they're not even going to take the Maverick, instead just opting for the Hibana.
Okay. So, that's interesting to see. And I don't know. It's very interesting that these it's very interesting that teams in general have been shying away from Maverick despite the prevalence, like you said, that exists in his ban rate and everything. So we're going to be seeing Aviator games first. Very fun. Very typical, very exciting, alongside Goyo, which I just can't wait to cast over. At least it's not a Wamai on top of everything. So thank God for that. Because Goyo Wamai Jaeger makes everything just so much fun to cast.
Mm-hmm. You telling me it's not? Oh. Rip.
Well, Grizz did go looking for something, and he can't find anything off his spawn peak. Yeah, I don't think it is very fun. Hot take here. But,
especially on Villa? Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, my bad. You're right. It's a hot take, and it's a very interesting opinion that I hold, but getting to cast over people clearing out a singular corner in a single room on a massive map for 2.5 minutes, not the most enjoyable. So, thankfully, we're not playing, like I said, we're not playing that single room positional clear simulator right now. It's going to be working away the roam game from Kriz, who is all on his lonesome for whatever reason. So they're kind of just throwing the Jaeger to the wolves here and letting him do his thing as he's already rotated back to site, which is nice from him. Nice drone, Corvinka. Nice try. But
Was
like, I don't know.
was that
This
an
is that's
ADS in the connector? I thought I saw an
probably
ADS in the connector, so it's kind of weird that they're gonna allocate resources to the Jaeger and have him abide by
fallback
that
so early.
fallback strategy. And
Oh,
unfortunately, Robin Shu, despite getting a successful Kaid trick on the Hibana, will get baited into the nade as he goes to pick the Electro Claw back up, and thus Nemo's second try will be successful. So you've got a hole inside of Vault now, but luckily there is a dock on the side of 4 elements, and he's able to get revived from range and relatively safely. Nemo will send out his last charge just to make that crouch hole in Vault and make that an entranceway for the attackers, not just an angle. A minute left on the board as Korvlenko will finally get the first pick of this match, but he's quickly traded off by Lysania on the main stairs. So a Jaeger for an Ashe, not the biggest deal in the world, but in this current meta, you do see Ashe's utility become a lot more prevalent. So that loss of life might result in maybe, some ADSs not being burnt, some of the Goyo shields remaining, stuff like that. But there's a lot of damage across the board of the 4 elements members. One Tepek in particular down very low, and he's got no more stims. Oh no, he's nearly dead. The Goyo shield goes off, but somehow King Sailor is going to get downed by the Goyo and finished off by the Goyo shield that he himself exploded. Pangoro with a double kill, and that leaves it all at the center half in a 1 versus 4. Yes, the rest of the team on the defense is fairly lit up, but now he'll take a hell of a lot of damage from the Goyo, not return any, and Pangoro hitting the deck will get the 3K. 4 elements winning round number 1.
so this is gonna be quite the fun one. I can already tell because it is a lost attack on Aviator Games, despite doing what you need to do, which is attack the backside. That is when I know you mentioned it early on. That teams have figured out how to beat this map really, and that is how you beat this map, or at least how you break Aviator Games. You really got to focus in on the backside of things, as well as just breaking open that vault. Once you're able to break open the vault, there's always this rotate in the middle of the wall of in between games and Aviator, obviously. There's always a rotate there, and it happens that once you open the vault in that exact position, you can stare through the rotate. So it's always not very good for a lot of teams because they end up losing a lot of defensive positioning, and it's just in general very rough and tough to hold that spot. So um, the Tide trick worked out fantastically for the side of 4 elements. So I believe it was Rabinshu on that. So good job to him for making that one work with a not really something we see very often from a lot of players, or really at all. That's an aggressive position from Chris as the window gets opened right in front of him. Good thing that he's able to get off it for now and fall back from the angle, but every window is just being opened near him. And good news, there's no Wamai on the board again. Bad news, we keep walking right into the defenders despite them giving us positions on Villa. Okay, nice. It's probably that you know why? It's probably because like the name Corvinka is taken, so he just used like an L instead of an I. Sound a little sleepy today, buddy. Is everything good? All right, good talk. I said you sound a little sleepy today. Is everything good? Yes, you. I I anticipated that, considering it is 11:45 in the morning for us. Um, me too. Nice. Bad sleep schedule, gang. I'm glad that we share that. This is a very nice. Oh wait, could
I
they
just
not
realized
hear
my
us
mic was. I just realized my mic in VMix was muted.
the whole time?
Yeah. Sick. Oh well.
Oh, oh, Harrison. Well,
Listen.
with that being said, you have now just sat through an entire round of action in dead silence. So that is enjoyable. But now, uh, it is. I mean, it's perfect that you were in silence because you were just kind of the embodiment of your little black square you had. So it worked out perfectly fine in the end, I think.
Don't
So
talk about me
away
possessing a
from.
little black square ever again.
So anyway, we're gonna be seeing Dining Kitchen instead of another trophy stat hold attempted by Four Elements here, as things have tied up 1-1, and instantly King Salar okay. Goodbye. And that's all we needed apparently. He ran out or ran downstairs very fast to bust open that barrel wall and then just ran away.
He just really hates wine.
I guess, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I assume maybe that's for a late flank, like through pantry or something, to allow his teammates
yeah.
to do that later. He's just going to open a hole in the basement anyway to let Corvinka through. So I'm not sure what the point of that was earlier in the round, but Chris holding on these stairs with his back to the basement might not be expecting Corvinka's position, but Corvinka is going up the wrong staircase. No, he's going back towards it. Chris looking that direction though. So he might be aware of the Ash currently encroaching on his position. No, backside turn yet again. Corvinka, you have to spring on this opportunity now. He's swung upon, but he wins the fight. Again, opening pick over towards the Ash, an early 5 versus 4 advantage for the attack.
Yeah, good find from Corvinka making that call to drop down. Thanks to Kingslayer, or King Salar, my bad. As Pangora's going to even things up, Corvinka has been the king of 1-for-1s this game so far. Typical of an Ash player. No shade thrown to him, but that is just how Ash players happen to play. But that is also something that carries over across to America as well. We have really potent Ash Jaeger mains, and a lot of them, but they're also like just straight up the best players at going 1-for-1. So that's always fun to make fun of. Lucania is still hanging out upstairs, which is a interesting position to hold this late in the round. And it's also interesting that center half was even hunting for him.
Wow.
And center half is going to lose his
What?
gunfight as Bedley is also found by
What?
Lucania. And he's going to down another on Nemo. Pangoro finishes things off on the King Salar. And just like that, the round is over. A solo hold held. That feels like a weird sentence to say. The solo hold brought forward by the castle, doing huge work for themselves as a nice little replay. But
all
all
right.
told,
What was that, man? Castle's upstairs, right? Sending an IQ upstairs by herself to wait inside of connector and then swing on the castle once he shoots your teammate through that angle in Memorial, that does not constitute as a top floor clear. Take the players out of there first. Castle, though he might not be the strongest operator in the world, can still make really good work with that vertical play, especially because he's got the secondary shotgun to make any holes above the attackers should he need them. and the IQ lost the fight. You can't be losing a fight like that against the only top floor player who is holding such a critical position. Betterly also completely ignorant of the angle right above him. Is just unfortunate information gathering from the attack. I mean, Corvinka also Corvinka opening things up onto Kriz was great. But then Corvinka kept pushing, and I don't know if that was the right call. Corvinka obviously wanted to get aggressive on the site and put pressure down, but Pangoro was very quick to stop that, and from there, now they know, okay, that one flanker's gone, we can turn all of our attention over to this one side of the building where the rest of the attack was coming from. It was pretty damn one-dimensional, save the one-for-one from Corvinka and the sorry excuse of an attempt at a top floor clear from center half. So, all in all, that was just confusing to me from Homeless, and for E, especially, Lasagna in particular. Great capitalization from him.
You gonna keep digging into Homeless there, or what?
I might have to if they continue to just not
Oh,
do the
this
things you need to
position.
do. I hate that.
I hate that
I
spot.
hate all of that. He's Vigil, too, so,
I know. It's awful. Thank God we have the skins ruling, because the amount of times I've seen like E-Rise rats or like what do you call them?
Wind Bastion.
Wind Bastion, the jungle Valkyrie skin.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
The,
no.
the-
Oh, no.
Oh, Nemo.
He didn't even...
He's
They
put
didn't even...
down. Oh, Kriz with 2. I mean, it's not like you can expect that position. It's such a rat spot, but because of that, Nemo's not even expecting it. Pangoro's going to find a shotgun as well onto Corvinka. Center half at least 3 frags onto Kriz, but he's been taken down by, I believe, one tap, who's going to hit him with the one tap with that pistol. And all of a sudden, off of a huge flank, I guess, a huge positional play, rather, from Kriz, it's all up to King Salar on his own lonesome. And, yeah, rat plays win games, I guess.
Oy. Did they even attempt to drone it? I don't even know
I
if
don't
I
know.
saw any drones come out in front of Nemo. It looked like Nemo just kind of walked into the hallway. Because it's kind of like at that point, right? You drone out, you see the vigil lines. You're like, oh crap. That's kind of a sign to be like, okay, check your corners, be careful, have someone stick with you. But they didn't drone it anyway, so I guess they didn't get that cue. And that was a great play there by Kriz. Of course, one tap Heck also doubling up to help his buddy out. And it's all King Salar. 1 versus 4. He's got 0 kills. See if he can find 1. As he's just chilling over towards Couch. And he will end up not getting 1. One tap Heck finishes him off. 4 Elements will continue their defense pretty dominantly. 3-1.
So, with that being said, they kind of, it's weird to say, they've kind of won their half. It is, like, yeah, it's just the, what do you call it?
Blackbeard. King Salar's had enough.
Oh, he has had enough. He wants his frags. He wants his frags already. So, yeah, like we were saying before, it's pretty typical that nowadays, it's almost called a theme park. Wow, Villa is kind of attacker swung, at least swung in an even favor, and outside of the trophy statue defense, it's really seemed like Homeless has not been able to get a footing on this map. Both Aviator Games attacks, they're relatively shut down pretty easily by 4 elements, be it from a rat spot from Kriz or from a just general good gunplay from 4 elements and good trading. And on the dining kitchen defense, the same thing. It was just poor positional play from Homeless as they sent center half on his own. At the same time, I feel like it's not, the worst idea to be like, all right, Castle is alone upstairs. I can go beat him because I have an assault rifle and he's Castle with the UMP. But you do have to hit your shots there. So
You really got to win those.
you really do. But yeah, this Blackbeard that you mentioned, not really an operator we see anymore.
Oh my god.
And we won't even see him the rest of this round. Through the shield, King Salar will lose his head as his struggles continue. And that feels bad.
That is just unfortunate. It's always a shame when Blackbeard gets headshotted like that, especially with.
Are we sure it's a shame?
Well, more a shame for the player rather than the operator. But yeah, so Rip King Salar, he will remain killless through 5 rounds now, as One Tap Heck is just gonna rip the head off a center half who thinks he can prone peek that. Okay. 5 versus 3, as the homeless clear of Study Side has not proved fruitful, save for 50, just over 50 damage on the Jaeger, but for 2 bodies, that is really not what you want coming off of this attack, and make it 3 bodies, as Neo goes down to 1 Tep Heck as well. Pangora with a headshot onto Betley, and just like that, it's all to Corvinka. 1 versus 5, make that 1 versus 4, but forgive me for saying this, I'm gonna go ahead and call that kill a little bit impactless. Unless Corvinka can pull out some absolutely amazing stuff, but a 1-for-1 player is not necessarily what you want in a 1v4, 1v5 kind of situation. He'll take a little bit of damage still out on this 90 repel. 1 Tap Heck in prime run-out position. It's just whether or not he'll end up taking that opportunity, as there's 50 seconds left, and he will eventually run out, but he'll whiff his shots. A great turnaround there by Corvinka. Connecting on 2 kills now. Still 3 to 5 with 45 seconds left, an average of 15 seconds per kill, which should be just enough time if he hits all his shots. Doc will land a bullet in the chest of the Ash, but the Ash doesn't know there's a player to his right. It doesn't even matter. Lasagna hitting the deck on the prone peak will rip the head off the Ash, shut down the clutch attempt. 4 Elements will yet again take another round. This time, though, the attacker's not even coming... 1, not touching the site. 2, not even touching a room adjacent to the site.
Not sure what... Oh, we didn't get to see center half's kill. It's a little sad, but at the end of things, I mean, that's a nice frag onto Kriz, getting aggressive there. But, like, I really like that the IQ was of center half was really trying to crawl there, because it's as if the proning in Siege doesn't like make it sound like you're dragging sandbags along with you.
It's so loud. And like they can see your elbow before you can see that.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, the only time proning really works is that final situation where it was Lucania.
It's when proning works. Doc. Proning works when people walk into you.
Yeah, prone peeking stuff. If you lose a prone peek gunfight, I don't know if Siege is the game for you. I gotta be honest.
Unless you get pre-fired.
That's why I cast, because I get prone peek. I lose.
Nice, man.
King Salar's on the Yana.
Yeah, I was gonna say
an operator that I very much love and adore.
Do you want to do the Yana bit?
Dutch Queen. What is the Yana bit again?
Yeah. So, do you know why people take Yana?
No, why?
Well, 1, intel. She's got nearly an unlimited supply of drones, only restricted by time. 2, she's got nades. Nades are great. 3, she's got 2 good guns. She's got the ARX with hits like a bus. She's got the G36, which is a good entry weapon with that angled grip. 4, I can't say on stream. Kriz is going to rip the head right off of Corvinka immediately, and King Salar can't get the refrag despite being crouched behind a window, and he was the defuse carrier. So King Salar, Yana not proving fruitful for him, as Kriz is able to somehow get away with that. Revanshu at least traded back, as is Lusanya, so it is a 2-for-2, and now 4E at the at the health deficit, and time still on the side of the attackers. So with those trades, Homeless might have just brought it back.
So we've yeah, that 4-on-3 with Kriz losing most of his health as well is gonna feel okay for 4 elements. Kind of weird, to be honest, that they were getting, or rather, it's not gonna feel good for 4 elements. It's gonna feel good for Homeless. My apologies. It is kind of weird that 4 elements was as aggressive with their peeking as they were.
Weird.
As Nitro is going to come up from Pangoro.
What?
Through the hole, in fact, and not find Nemo. I believe if he did rip it into the floor, it would have been better, but doesn't matter. Nemo's going to fall to 1-tap through the floorboards. Bedley's still playing upstairs. He's been pretty quiet this game. We haven't mentioned his name an absolute ton. He's stuck alongside center half, where I believe Gunny has told us like 9 million times today. Yes, they are brothers. Cool. So they're the last 2 left alive. But yeah, thank you, Gunny, for. I think I've been told that like 4 times over the past 2 weeks. He's very, very happy to find this tidbit of information. It's all up to Bedley out of the 2 brothers now, as Kriz will fall to center half. He's not going to be able to find the first frag for himself. He has to find 3, and another prone peek from the Jaeger is going to not work out. Bedley picks up his second with 20 seconds to go. He's up against an SMG-11 shotgun combo from the Mute alongside that Commando 9 from the Mozzie. They know Bedley has not rotated to kitchen and that he's inside a Tetris. The shotgun of Pangoro is going to confirm a 5th round, 4 in a row for the side of 4 elements, including a flawless rotation on these last 3 rounds. And I have a fun little tidbit for you, Crow.
Do you?
Every single round, the opener had someone with a K either dying or getting the first kill. It was Grizz is 2-2 on openers, and King Sailor is wait, no. Yeah, Chris is 2-2 and King Sailor is 0-2. So far King K names are 2-4 on opening kills.
You got a lot of K sounds too. Lucania, Corvinka.
You have said Lucania's name different, like 3 different
I don't know.
times,
I don't know whether to do
ways.
like Lusania or Lucania. I think I'm gonna go as Lucania just to fit the whole K narrative. The only opener that we haven't had with a K sound was when Nemo died on the second go around of AVG.
No,
Nemo just had to go.
Because that was Chris getting the kill.
No, I mean like he's the only player involved in any opening engagement that doesn't have a K sound in his name.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it's all been Corvinka, King Sailor, Kriz, or Lucania.
That's true.
Cool. Ks. You know what? I have a funny tidbit for you.
Okay.
Pangoro, the current top fragger in the lobby, is named after a Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's a big panda.
He's a big panda. I'm pretty sure he has like an eye patch. Or like, or is it just like a
no?
black
He's got like it's just
eye?
Black circles on his eyes because he's a dark type.
He's very
dark
angry
fighting.
always.
Yeah,
he's always angry.
Because his I think Pan is obviously from panda. I think the Goro is from the Japanese word for like rogue, which is I think it's like Gorotsuki or something.
Rogue panda.
Yeah, because he's a dark fighting type. He punches things.
Yeah, I know.
There's okay, there we go. If Bedley continued to peek that, I would have had to have a word with him.
You would have had to step in? Is that what you're saying?
I would have had to step in.
King Sailor's Nitro is not going to find anything as it sails over trip wall here. As oh, the timing. Oh, poor center half. Not going to find anything as him and King Sailor just abandon ship, and King Sailor will die anyway. He cannot catch a break today. The poor guy. That was so funny. Seeing the 2 of them look at each other and just jump ship, and then Kriz just finds another kill. And funnily enough, that is the first round out of all 7 of those rounds where a K name has been involved. All 7 so far have involved a K name. That's the first one where Kriz or Kingsailor has gotten an opener onto the other one.
That was comical.
That was great.
Dude.
Okay.
No!
Okay.
Lasagna just shoved his impact right into the backside of the Ash. That was unfortunate.
Is he running
timing. And
irons?
there's no way that's a.
That has to be a graphic bug, right?
I don't know. I mean, they're decent. Like, they're okay iron sights. That's just weird, but one tap heck is going to kill the study player as well, and Nemo goes down. So 2 unanswered kills for 4 elements. 5 versus 3. 50 seconds left. Make it a 4 versus 1. 3 versus 1. Orbinka finds 1 back, but not before his teammate falls. And can he deny the plant? No, he cannot. Because Kriz is there on the cover. Good job by the Ash. 4E will take round number 7, and it is just utter dominance so far from 4 elements.
Yeah, this is definitely not feeling like the neither 7-5 team. Oh, that's so sad. It felt like center half was like, all right, we can jump down. It's fine. We'll get out. And then he like turned around. He's like, I'll see you back on. He's like, I'll see you back on site, buddy. And then Kingsailor gets his head ripped off.
I think he died before he hit the ground.
I think so too.
Also,
This
Vipers,
is 4
Vipers in
elements.
chat. Shout out to Vipers for understanding the 4th reason why people bring Iana.
Oh, I understood it too, and
I know.
I just wasn't gonna say anything.
So wait, so
Also-
Homeless beat TTK, 4 elements beat UMX.
Yes. So I guess that shows that UMX is probably definitely a mid-top team here.
They did beat Brown Esports.
Okay.
TTK play. Actually, TTK play next, so we can find out.
Oh, nice.
They play against. Nice.
Nice. So far, Riz,
Nice.
like I was saying, the Ash Jaeger is the king and queen of 1-for-1s. He is 7-6, which is the most deaths on his team, while being even in kills. Through 7 rounds, he has survived 1 round, which I believe was last round.
Also,
So
shout out
before-
to Pangoro for his only death being on the 1 round they've lost.
Yeah, that too. Rubinshu is also 1-2 through 7 rounds so far. Yeah, Lucania just isn't running a gun sight.
No optic Soph. Interesting take. That's what he had to sacrifice.
It's not like it costs
to,
you an attachment point.
That's what he
This
had to
isn't Call of Duty.
sacrifice to get the legendary skin from the M762.
Yeah,
Costed him his.
no sights, no
sights,
attachments. I had to save it so that I could get my my angled grip.
How do
on
you
Zofia.
lose that?
Oh!
No,
Mute
King!
shotgun strikes again. Mute shotgun strikes again. Mute shotgun has
See,
taken
no, you know why that
another
didn't work?
victim, and the victim is Kingsailor today.
You know why that didn't work? Because all of Kingsailor. I don't know how that just happened. All of Kingsailor's confidence after going 0-7 is gone, and he was like, I don't know if I can win this. He didn't believe hard enough in the M590, and thus it betrayed him. But that was a great double up by Homeless there. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So 3 versus 4, but I think if there's anything that 4E have proven throughout this match is, at least right now, right here on Villa, can't count them out. Not just yet. Rubinshu, Pangoro. I think the most important thing here to note is that Pangoro and Lusania are still alive, and anything is possible.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Anything is, in fact, possible, particularly with Pangoro alive. Tanya's going to swing around to the 90 player, not find anything, not able to hit his shots because of that bulky iron. And a minute to go leaves 4 elements with a lot of time, frankly. Not the most in the world that you would like, but they're going to rush in onto the Jaeger and get the kill on the center half with almost being able to swing on a Nemo. Pangoro is going to finish that one up, though. It's effectively a 2-on-2, a 2-on-1, as Pangoro is going to be finally shut down by Bedley, but the Nomad air jab! No! Oh, what a tragic way to end it off.
No!
7-1 for 4 elements as they clean it on up. Pangoro hits double digits. Lucania hits 9? 8 or 9.
So sad. That was
he almost
such
had
a
huge
prime clutch position. Zofia was down. It was all up to the Nomad. She had to come off the plant. You know exactly where she is. And the air jab is the only reason they won that round. That is... Oh no, there's the first kill. It's so sad. That is just unfortunate from the Legion. Extremely well played game by Pangoro, going 10 and 2?
11 and 2?
Yeah. 10 and it was a what was it? No, because Lucania got 1, Pangoro got 2, and the Nomad finished off the last player on the air jab. So yeah, 10 and 2 for Pangoro.
Yeah. All in all, and hey, Rubinshu broke even. We take those.
Oh, that's
he
facts.
is 2 and 2.
2 and 2 across 8 rounds.
The rest of his team tallies 26 plus 9, 35 kills. Rubinshu bumps that one up to 37. Or no, that's 35, and then he bumps it to 37 with his 2. On the other side of things, that's a little rough. So
yeah. But that was really, really well played by Pangoro, especially. He was, what did he play? I think every round he was